Today we'll be testing the trend meter indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the trend meter indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 668 indicators, with 271 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the trend meter indicator. And you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. This one was requested or suggested by one of you viewers out there. And I always enjoy the request or the suggestions for different indicators. As I get them, I try to test them. Sometimes they get lost in the mix though, but I do try to be very mindful of that and actually put those ones to the test if we haven't actually tested it yet. And so, like I said, you can see the trend meter here on the bottom of the screen. And so there wasn't a whole lot of direction on how to use this indicator. My best guess at this, just kind of looking at it and looking how it interacts with price action, is that what we are looking for are kind of multiple parts in one here. So first of all, we have the lines here at the bottom. I'm going to assume that these are probably a higher time frame type trend direction indicator, I guess you could say. And so they're kind of gauging what maybe a higher time frame is doing as far as trend. And then you have this middle section right here, which seems to have these different color, the green dots and the red dots, and the different lines here have dots, different colors at different times. And then you have the background of these dots, and then lastly you have these dots here above. I know there's a lot going on with this, but we're going to kind of try to simplify this. Basically what we are looking for is when all these different pieces of the indicator all kind of align at one time. And so an example is right here on this one. Let me see. There we go. Right there on that candle. You can see that we have a kind of a confluence of all the different parts of the indicator all at once. If you look at the numbers right here above my cursor, whenever I hover over this one, you can see all of the numbers except for that first one are all red. That means that we have a red dot here above. We have 3 red dots here in the center with a red background. We have 2 red lines all together at once. That would be a signal to go short. And then if we have an instance like right here, right there on that one, then we have a green dot, dots here in the center with a green background, and then 2 green lines all lining up at the same time. That would be a signal to go long. So that's how we're going to test it. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing process now that I've talked forever and see what we can get out of this. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal right here on this one. Again, we get all 3 of these pieces lined up. The dots at the top are green. The dots in their center are green with a green background. Going down from there, we have the green in the top line and green in the bottom line. Again, all those lining up at the same time. Unfortunately, we pretty much get immediate consolidation and sideways move and a strong push to the downside, which does come down and stop us out. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the next signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. Again, we get all those pieces that line up at the same time. We get our entry here. We get a little bit of a push to the downside there, but not quite enough to hit our take profit. Got really close, barely misses it. And then we get this strong push back to the upside, which does come up and stop us out, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we will pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version. And you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. So we got a decent number of trades within the 1 year's time. Let's go ahead and get it in focus here. All right, let's go ahead and count it out, see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So we have 17 trades all together. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 winning trades. And so that barely misses the 60% criteria that we were looking for. This indicator seemed like it was doing okay. It's possible that there might be another layer to filtering out some of these trades that I just wasn't quite seeing. Like I said, I kind of did a quick once over of the creator's page, the indicator page, and didn't see any clear instructions on how to use it. And so I was just kind of shooting in the dark with this one, as I've done many times before, many other indicators. And so it's possible that some of you viewers might have a better suggestion on how to use this, or have a little bit more experience with this than I do. Happy to test it in another way. Seemed like it got really super close. I mean, there were just some few moments where it unfortunately just barely missed our take profit, but then it did hit some areas where when trend was moving really decent in a specific direction, that it was doing a really good job of kind of indicating that. So I think it definitely seems like it has the ability to be better. So with that being said, for now it is going to go on the no list though, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.